Good morning, it's Rachel here and we are doing, what day is it today? Tuesday. What's in my box? So we are just gonna pull out some things I have it here. It's forever growing instead of diminishing. You'd think it would diminish, but no. So we are just gonna keep on making things. I've got these things. Let's do some little Juju tags as well in Christmas style, because that's what we're working on at the moment. Put that there. We did some of those last week. Grab some of these. That. Maybe we could do something with that. I also need to do some sort of pockety sort of stuff. Well, that could be a little Juju thing. I'm just looking in here to see what other things I could pull out. Well, that can, it's blue. A lot of taggy stuff in here, not much pocket-wise. Anyway, we'll get started and see what happens. Put that over, actually I'll put that on the floor. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. We are well now. Which is my scrap drawer? This one. Oh, I know what I've got. I have these. I can use these up. These need to be used up. And I'll pull out those bits and pieces. And I've got lots of scraps down here. Let's just pull some out so I don't have to keep going down there. Some more. Oh, quite a lot of those. Okay. Okay, we can make some pockets. Right, so let's get cracking. So this will be a nice side tuck. And my pages are about this high. Oh, this would be a good one. I might keep that for the tall journals. Okay, let's see. So I have these little bits as well. So we could also make some tabby sort of things with these. That's right. Still looks very crooked to me. Now, why is that happening? Oh, I see, it's crooked on both sides. That's what it is. Okay, that's going to become some sort of long page tab. We can do some tabs out of these. We'll do those as well. And I'll put them in a pouch. Okay. Might chop that one in half. Actually, let's punch it and then we'll chop it in half. So let me see, what do I have here? Not that one. That one's one I like to use. And then, where's my other swooshy one? It's gone down to the bottom. No. I have my swervy one. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. That's a different one. Anyway, we'll use that. I don't know where my... Oh, here it is. Over here. My broken swoosh. Here it is. So let's do this one on here. It's a bit full. Okay. Emptied it out. That's better. to be, but it doesn't matter. So that should be like that. Okay, that's better. And then I'll do the other side because it is wide enough. Which way am I going? Oh yeah. And then that's it. And then on this side, gosh, it took me a while to figure out how to use these things. I mean, this is very simple. We're not doing much here. But then I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to have folded it, and then I'm going to fold it in half, about half. Oh, I squashed my finger. Not with the blade, just with the handle. And then that's going to fold over, you see. Doesn't quite match, but anyway. Well, it won't matter because it'll be on a page. And that's just going to be a little tab, or it can go on the top of something. I don't like those pointy bits. I'll snip that off. Let's grab this. Okay, and I'll need to grab a little pouch to put them all in because otherwise I'll lose them. Let's do that one with the stripy side, which is not overly Christmassy. It's like kind of wintry sort of colours, but it's good. And then let's use a different one. What is that big thing? Oh, a really big one. Let's use this one on here. And I don't know if that's right, but anyway, we'll just guess. Yes, okay, good. And then we'll do the other side. Okay, and that's a tab. They're going to go on the edges of pages, or as I said, they could even go on journal cards. Snip that. I didn't snip that one. Oh, good. That one collects the mess. And then we'll do this one on one. And that'll be enough of those for a minute. Although I've got lots of journals I'll be working on, but that can be enough for a minute. Two. Oh, I don't know. About there, I think. So good scrap busting idea. Oh gosh, it's tough, this one. Okay, got it. And this one leaves its mess on the table. And we'll just fold that over. Not so easy because they're small. And this is very thick cardstock. That's going to decorate something. Now this one. We're not going to use these anymore for the moment. I'm done with that. I might punch whale tail. Oh, I could do a tab punch. Oh, I like that side. Let's do a tab punch with this one. Just preparing these things. Nice to have these things sort of ready to go. Now with this, if you want it to stay attached at the top, you've got to, oh my goodness. Trying to get it in. Oh, there we go. You don't want to, that's where my fold is. I just want to put it at about there. And punch it out so it stays attached. Took me years to figure that out. I think I saw someone doing it. And then this one, I think I'm going to do, that's long. I think I might cut it in half. Although I do know I like a long one down the side of the page. We're going to do this one. No, let's do that one. If I can do it double. Makes a nice shape, top and bottom. And we don't, it's sticking to me. I'm being attacked by the little chopped off corners. There we go. So you get a nice little pattern. So there's some scrap busting of the, well, I've got more. Let's do where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, here, right in front of my face. Let's do this. That fit in there. The more the merrier. There's one. 2. This is very pretty. I don't think that's going to fit in there. Let's see. I could be surprised. Oh, just. Do a couple of those. And then we'll get cracking on with some other things, I think. Okay, this is going to be a very nice belly band. Let's get a, where's a half? I'm trying to find, where did I put the journals? Here. I just want to measure. Oh, here we go. Here's a folded page. So if I want to make that a belly band with a tab, put my crease there. It's going to have a little tab on it sticking out the side. I did adjust my crease. I felt like it was too abundant. And then we'll use this here. Or it could be a shallow pocket. But you don't want anything floppy. You don't want to put anything floppy. We're going to decorate that one. Those ones, no, they're all done. That's going to be, we're going to decorate that. That's going to be a belly band or a side tuck in a big journal. That one too. This one can be a pocket with a tab. So I need to fold it about, just a little tab, about there. And this one I'll just, we're going to embellish these. I'm just preparing my bases. Now the long narrow ones I always find a bit harder to muck around with. So that's going to be that one. What else do we have here in the, well, that can become a pocket. So we need to trim it off. And it's also too tall, so we don't, I don't want such deep pockets. So we'll go this and just trim about that much, and then that can be used for something else, and that I'll probably get rid of. So that can become a pocket. And what else? Oh, I've got so many here. These can be long, narrow ones. They are never ending, but these are good bases for pockets. There's going to be another one with a tab. Okay, and we're getting somewhere. Right. Okay, we'll look at those in a minute, but let's start looking at these and seeing what would I like to do. I'm a bit close to my table, so I'm just going to push myself back a bit. Don't need that. Don't need that. Put that back down there. We don't need, oh, I might need that. We'll leave that. Okay, so let's start having a play and putting the pretty papers on. I'll just start with a piece of lovely Florentine paper because it's pretty plain, that one. Really need to make so many tucks and pockets and journal cards and all kinds of things, so really need to get cracking with this. It's going to go on there, and open up my embellishing drawer. I have a few things left over from last week. What was in here? These are label-y sort of things. I've got some, I don't really use those anymore. Put those aside. Here we go. This is what I need. Let's see. I'll just start using these ones, and then I can, then whatever's left over, I'll just put them in my ephemera thing. It might be that I just have a big label on here. Oh, this is a very favourite, that one. Used, oh no, I didn't use that one. I put it in a different spot, I think. If I have that, this, no, it might be a bit small. No. I like that one because it's long and narrow. Although I could like this one. It's a bit small. I need the medium one. There's some foshi. Is that all I've got left? Might need to revisit that. Put your hand up if you'd like to revisit the Christmas foshi. Someone did ask me, but let's see if anybody else is interested in doing some more foshi, and we can do that. We'll do it in one of our Friday videos. This Friday we already know what I'm doing, but maybe the Friday after we could have a bit of script. Let's see. I've got enough. Oh, I like that. Or maybe I could have it going down the side. And then put that on. That's an interesting, not overly Christmas. I like that. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm actually just going to fold this over. Put it there. Sometimes it's hard to get yourself going. Does anybody else have that problem? You know, switching from one thing to the other, and sometimes it just takes a little while to warm up and get cracking. And then other times you sit down and it's like bang, 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 done it. That there. I'm not going to punch, I will punch a little thumbnail, but I'll wait to see where is it going to overhang from the page. So where will my center be? What I could add here, if I can find it without making you wait for too long, is I do have somewhere some Christmas mark making papers. But do you think I can see them anywhere? I'm going to fall off my chair too in a minute. Here's a few bits. Oh, here we go. This might be it. And this mess here. Let's see. Oh, there's a started something. That needs to be finished. That needs to be done. Here we go. Don't have much. I did have a whole lot. Where have I put it? I had a whole lot of pages. That's got sticky tape on it. No, that's not very much, is it? I know I had a whole lot of the ones we did in the book. Did I put them in there? No. I found one little piece here. Let's see if this will work. Yes, I like that. I'm going to add that up there. There we go. I found one little bit, but I know I've got more. I'll have to find them before the next video. Okay. Next, where were we? Put these up here. Where are our prepared things? Here's another one. That might be upside down. I'll put it that way. Okay, I think we'll just start with a bit of script here, considering we have it there and it needs to be used. This time I'm going to put it here. I'll tell you why, because I like, this is going up like that. I like that to go towards the edge if it's sloping like that. I remember that doing that Noel, it took a long time. I could put that there. Let's just see what I decide to put on here. Because they're little pockets, there's not a lot of scope for fitting things on. I could put something like that on and then just, no, I don't like that, and cut it off, but that's not going to work. That's why the labels are a good option. Let's just delve in further and see if there's anything. There's little ones, but he might fit. These will fit. Let's pull them out. Oh, and that one's slightly bigger. Let's see that one. So many fun things. Oh, and that one. There's so many fun things to play with, honestly. And not enough hours in the day. Okay, let's just see. This one. I just pretty much went and printed out nearly all of my ephemera and fussy cutting Christmas kits. I've got a section in my shop, Christmas, and it's all under that. I think I won't do those two just because they are slightly smaller than this one. We need things in all sizes, don't we? Okay, let's see. I think I like that one more because that one is similar colors and it's kind of blending in, and I think I like that. So I'm going to put that one on there. And my sticky pieces of paper. Have it up slightly. And do I want to put that there or over there or there? No, I think we'll leave that off. I think that's going to be it for the moment. I can come back and decide to put something else on there. Now, these are just long belly bands, and I don't want to go too collagey on them, but let's see. Could have that, oh, that's going to become a tab. That's thick. That and that. Oh, I quite like that. let's put that on, and we'll only just be able to see a little bit of the background. It's not really a color that I don't think I'm doing those colors so much, these aquas and pinks in my Christmas. So I mean, I can have a little bit, but I don't, that's not really my colors. So I'm just going to wrap this around. Oh no, I think I'll trim it off, because then it makes it difficult when you're sliding things in. So I'll trim that off. I won't do a wrap around. Chuck that in there. Go over this here. I feel like I'm going in slow motion today. I'm sorry if that's the case. This could be good rather than that, because it doesn't quite reach. I would use it if it reached, but I think I'll use this one. Let's just grab, I'll put everything away, the ruler, and tear. Who knows if it's going to be straight or crooked. We'll do that and then go like this, and that's going to go on there. Yes, that's working. I find long things, especially long narrow things, quite hard to work on. Does anybody else have that issue? Lots of questions for you guys today. Whoops, fix that up a little bit. I don't even know that I'm going to put too much on it. Could have something like that. I'm just going to play around for a second and see what might I like. I mean, I could just leave it like that and then decide, or have that there. This Santa, no, that Santa won't fit. I've got this Santa, but he's tiny, but he still might like look nice on there. Or the girl. Okay, little scissors. Okay, let's have a look. So don't throw out those strips of scrapbooking paper that are left over, because they make great belly bands or side tucks. Now I have little pouches. I found my pouches where I've got stuff in there that I've made, but they are too small for these big long ones, so maybe I need to get a bigger pouch. See Santa? Oh, I think I could put just Santa down there. I think it's too obvious to put Santa in the middle, so let's put that Santa down the bottom. I didn't even audition the little girl, but I knew that I like Santa. I put him just slightly up, just in case I need to trim. Okay, I'm really liking that belly band. It's plain, but I think that's good. Chuck that down there, and let's, now this, I'm certainly not using pink, so let's go back over to the blue side, and I could have some of this Florentine paper on there. Okay. I sometimes just feel too, I'm not even getting in deep down into the depths of my pile of stuff. I try, but I just don't feel like I'm getting into it enough. I'm sort of just picking up what's on top. That can go on, but I was thinking maybe I might like this. I think I do. Let's just, should I keep that side? Yes. We don't want too much blue showing because, as I said, someone will say, why are you covering it all up? I'm covering it up because it's not in my colorway this year. That's why I'm covering it up. You can see a tiny peek of it, but I'm not interested in having aqua blue. Yeah, I like that. I mean, and it's such a scrap of paper, honestly. It's the epitome of a scrap of paper, this one, with a bit of scribble on it. That I did not do was a council document, part of one, that they've clearly put these squiggle markings that's telling them meant something to them. Don't know what, but it did. And then here I'm going to have this again. I'll just tear that bit off. I don't think I'll keep that. I think that would be oh, I like that side with the swirly bits. Okay, note to yourself, always check the other side. Put that there. Do we want this up here or there or down there or over there? I don't mind that, so we'll do that. I mean, when you're using little pieces of paper like this, you can understand why you don't make a dent in your scrap supply. Who's going to notice that piece has gone? I really like that. I don't think it needs too much more. What about what little vertical labels? I mean, this could look very nice on there too, up there. So I'll keep that out. But I do have some little vertical narrow labels. I think that's going to be too big, that one. I might have a mini one, but that's really mini. Let's see. No, it's too mini. Not mini, mini. See this one, this will be good. Could be good. I quite like it down there, so I'll audition that one, but I still want to audition the flower because I am liking the thought of the flower. That one's horizontal. That one can go horizontal or vertical. That could be quite nice. Okay, let's try those. Cut the labels out with the big scissors because I get nice long sweeping cuts in one go. Oh no, I was thinking, oh gosh, here's another one, another pink one, and no, it's the one I've already done. It just had flipped over, so we could have that up there. We could have it down there, which I really like, and there's nothing up there, but you could come in, you know, maybe once it's in the journal and add to it. You don't have to do it all now, but then we need to also audition this one. Won't take me too long. It does have a little border on it. I'll cut all the periphery out first. It makes life easier. Let's bring this over. I've gone quiet. Okay, and then let's cut this one out and then we're ready to go. And then, you know, you've got them there ready cut. If you don't use them for this one, you might use them for the next one. Okay, so we've got that one, and I think I'd move it up a little bit. That one, which I think I like more. It's a colour thing. Now, could I have both? Could I have that there? I can. Okay, that's it. Got it. And just slightly overlapping that so it doesn't feel like it's up there all by itself. So that's going to go there. Slightly up, just in case I need to chop. I don't want to chop the top off because I like those crunchy bent bits of paper. I know I'm weird like that. And then this one will go up here. So I may, as a number, get less done this time because these things take a bit longer because I can't, you know, whiz bang them because I have to think about it. As I said, they're more challenging things for me, but I think that is really great. And I'm really happy with that one as well. I do like it. Let's just see if we could add that one there. No, I think that one's got enough. Okay, I like those. And they're for document journals. That's why they're so long. Okay, let's see what else is happening over here. I had that ready to do as a pocket. And again, not my colours, so I do need to cover it up. So I'm going to come over here and see. What do I have flying? Oh, see, I'm seeing that as a tag, that piece. Let's just tear that off. I'm going to fold that in half, and that's going to become a tag. I could use that little piece there, but I probably wouldn't use that piece, and I can definitely use that. In fact, let's look at that on here. Oh, I don't mind that. And then we could have a bit of well, I quite like that with a little bit of some sort of, I've got more letter here, that'll be good. That can be made into something. What about a little bit of sideways book page? So we're layering it up. Let's grab some gluey paper. I've got lots of glue bits here, glue papers here that sort of need to be, these folded ones, they need to be used, and it's time for them to be turfed. I've lost my piece of paper. No, I haven't. I've lost my little bit of note document. Have I? Possibly. Oh no, it's over there. Oh, up, 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 up. Good thing about glue stick is you can just slide it along. And then that's going over the top. And then I thought I'd have a bit of this sideways. So actually I can just tear that. Like that. Perfect. And then I can have a bit of script, or I could even have something like that. Let's see. I think I'm going to put that there, and that's from the same paper as that. It's just, it's all pulled apart and then put back together again in a different way, which I really love doing that sort of thing. That's something I do enjoy. And it's not overly Christmas, this page, so honestly, if it didn't work in one of the journals, I will keep it and use it somewhere else. So that's that one. That one can have a thumbnail punch. And then, oh, there was this one that I prepared as a belly band or a top tuck, and it's got a tab on it. So it needs little things on it. So it can have a little piece of this. I just wanted to grab my scissors and chop off that bit there. It really doesn't need, I'm not going to add too much to it because it's not very big. Add that. There's that silly little piece of lace, which I like over there. And I think I might just leave that one. I could find a label, but I think I'll leave it. And I could just, when I put it in a journal, I could just decide then to embellish it. Oh, wait here. Oh, I like that. There's a little piece. That's done with a block print. No. Oh, here's my fascia. I don't think any of this will work on here. I thought that other piece was my last bit. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Let's have a piece of that. I think I'll put it there, and that just sort of balances it. And I'm going to leave that. That's it. Okay, good. Next. Oh, okay, what about this big one? This is going to do my head in. Okay, it might do your head in as well. And we'll put the fascia over there. The hiccups. Let's start with book page or script, and I'm going to put that down there. Oops, and it's stuck to the page, which means I went on a sticky bit. Can you see? I've got this little scrap here. So that can go there. It's very tall, isn't it? Now things like this start to fit on these ones though. No, not that one. Let's see what other images we have. Let's put the fascia back in. Oh, just a minute. Let's see if there's anything, before we put it back in, let's see if there's anything here. That's a snippet thing that I don't, oh, I love that. That's one of my favorites. I need to keep a little piece of that so that way, I mean, it's so silly. It's just a grid, but it's like my favorite. I'm going to keep a piece of it just to remember. I could have a piece of that up there. I'm just going to keep a little bit. I'm not going to put it up too high because, as I said, I don't know how tall I want it. It might be taller than my pages, I'm not sure. So I'm going to put that up there. Got room to snip. Not chip, snip. I like that. Okay. We've got 3 elements, 1, 2, 3, and I feel like it's balanced. So then we need to go over here to the images, the image department, and see. Oh, well, he would work. See, this is why this Santa, he runs out straight away. A whole lot of belly bands today. I don't often make those, so it's something different, isn't it? Because they're always a challenge, and so I just avoid them. But they are quite nice. Well, this might be a side tuck. This is quite wide, so I might just put it in as a side tuck, where you glue it down on 3 sides off to the side. But I don't know in which direction. Oh, I love that on there. Put him up a little bit. He doesn't have to go right down the bottom. So this page is very sticky. I'm just going to put it aside to dry. and come over here onto this one. I don't know, I'm probably put a label up there, but I haven't decided. So, you know, you don't have to make all your decisions now. You might make some as you put it in and see, get the feel for what's happening. So there's Santa. And he's an antique Santa, that one. Those are rubbish in there. I do have this. See, I could do something like that, maybe a slightly bigger one. I'm just going to leave it for now, but I love that. Okay, good. Oh, let's do this. This is going to be a little Juju tag. This piece of paper, is this big enough? Not quite. Well, that's rotten bad luck, isn't it? Oh, I have this. So let's glue it on there. Then we're going to put fabric. So it's a little tag. That'll be nice in the journals. I'll probably put baker's twine in it. I don't think I've got any red. Do I have any red? I don't know. Did I have red last time? Okay, that's the reverse side. Here I have a whole lot of scrappies. Let's see. I want something with a bit of pattern on it, so I'm just seeing things that don't have pattern. Like they do have pattern, but not enough. And that I would put that on, but it's not big enough. This is all green. Although, oh no, I'm not going to stick anything on this one, but that could be good for another one. Not green, it's beige. Here's a painted bit that I've done some swooshing. I wonder if that would be cute. No, I think I want something with a bit of imagery. So just a minute. Oh, goodness gracious. Can you just not fall everywhere, fabrics? Imagery, imagery. Where's my scrappy piece? Just a minute. Okay, I've got these two pieces, so I'm thinking, luck be me, for me, I'm thinking that will be really nice on it. So let's put the glue. So we did these last week, was it last week or a couple of weeks ago? I can't remember. No, not last week. It was the week before. Last week we did something different. Oh, we started making the books that I'll finish this week. So I'm going to put that in it. Just lucky for me, it just so happens to be on the edge. So let's do that. Cut it out. I've got some fabric scissors here. Maybe I might cut it out with my pinking shears. That might be nice. Okay, let's just put that over there. Pinking shears. Going to have the element of surprise, so I'm not going to turn it around yet. It's a very fine jagged edge too. It's not big. Yes. So when that dries, I'll punch my hole and I'll put, it's a bit big down there, I'll put some twine in there or something. That's better. Have that. Okay, and then I wanted to do, I had some bits and pieces in here. inspired by the Juju. Oh, I have that too. Let's just pull these out. No, it's not going to be right. Maybe I'll have it on that side. I'll trim it down. Oh, can I be bothered to get my cutter? It's under things. Or I could use that. You could write on that side. That's better. Let's use this. This was going to be, oh, I wanted that to be a side tuck though. No, I'll keep that. Or I could use this. It had something wrapped around it. I think I'll glue it on there. So let's grab some paper, grab a new piece. Swoosh some glue on it. Smoosh. We're not swooshing, we're smooshing. Okay, I'm going to put that on. I'm not going to cover the other side. When it dries a bit, I'm going to punch a hole and I'm going to put a piece of writing paper on there that you can lift and see. Well, actually, no, you can just write around that. I think that would be pretty cool as well. So on here, I thought I could add something. So I could add that, maybe over there. I don't want to cover all of that up, so I can cover a bit of that up. You can still have an idea of it. And then add one of the small things. Let's just see. I've got this one. Let's add this one. I have it here in front of my face. I might as well use it. We'll see how it looks. Oh, some people said, who's Juju? You must be new. She's my mum. She's called Juju because my oldest nephew, when he was 2, she wanted to be called Judy. And he couldn't say it. And he kept calling her Juju. And so then and she's such a Juju, so we all called her Juju. And I'm thinking I might add a little bit of this as well. Yes. There you go. You see, it comes together. Okay, I'm using my Mushy Giotto glue stick because it puts a lot of glue on, number 1, and number 2, it does stick very well to fabric. So that's going to go there, off to the side. And we're going to have the label up there, and then when it dries a bit, I will put a little tab at the top, not a tab, a hole. However, I'm just now having another thought, just a minute. Okay, so we've got that. Isn't that cute? And it's on fabric and it's textural. So that was just a leftover bit of a page that I had. So I was just having a thought. Oh, no, I don't want to cover it all up though. But you could, I mean, that's the wrong colour. Oh, it's not really. But you could put something. No, I think I prefer a hole. And then I'll put a, oh no, I'm not putting a writing page. I'm just going to put a hole. And so that is it. So I think I'll stop there. We've done a whole lot of tabs here. Where did I chuck that other one? Over there. We've got some tabs ready to go, and I've got some wow tail ones. I'm going to put them all in a pouch so I don't lose them. And I'll have a tab session. And then we've done 2 Juju style. That one you can write on there. And we're going to punch holes in those and put baker's twine. I've done this belly, lots of belly bands today, which I don't normally do, so that's something different. So I'll just put those over there with their lids on. What a mess I get into when I do this. So there's that one. This one is going to go across the top of the page or at the bottom. And well, I think it will be more of a top tuck, that one. And then this belly band, which I really like, and this one, which I also really like. And then we did this pocket, which I can now do my thumbnail punch. This one, about there. So I remember that is a pocket. And then these ones, I'm not punching them yet because I'm not quite sure. Well, it doesn't really matter. I think I'll punch it now. So that's a pocket with a tab, and this is also another pocket with a tab. And they're all done on leftover scrapbooking paper, which I don't, with non-Christmas, I don't have hardly any because I don't really use it very much. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. A lot of different things made today. Have a great Tuesday, and I will see you again soon. Bye.